Look at all these parts that need cleaning. This is where the fun begins. Gonna fill up this basket and drop it into the soak tank. Hey guys, I'm gonna start out today's video by cleaning up some parts. I've had this tank full of parts soaking for a while, and so once everything is cleaned up, I'm gonna move over to the 450 here and tear the rest of it apart. This is gonna be a good time. Let's get started. As for the rest of the parts in here, I'm gonna run these through the pressure washer. The stuff is looking pretty good, but a few of these aluminum parts are gonna need some more help. And that's when I soak them in the mag oil cleaner. While the rest of those parts are soaking in mag oil cleaner, I'm gonna take out the triple clamp. And I think I've got some hardware in this basket. So I'm gonna clean these up as well. So I've had these parts soaking for long enough. I'm gonna pull them out, give them a little scrub down. The mag oil cleaner worked its magic once again. Man, I just can't get enough of that stuff. With these parts cleaned up, I'm gonna move on to tearing apart the rest of the 450. Of course, it only makes sense to start the wheel. So I'm gonna slide out the axle and pull the wheel out of the swing arm. This is gonna be a little bit harder than normal since I'm using just a regular dirt bike stand. Got the frickin' TTR over here, hogging up the scissor lift. This rear brake system is up next. These brakes are coming all the way apart. Gonna pull off these two guards, the caliper mount, brake line, and the brake pedal as well. The shock is up next. Got a bolt up top and then one right down here as well. Yep, you guessed it. I'm pulling off the swing arm next. If you can't tell already, I split things down pretty far. So this chain slider and the chain guide are coming off the swing arm. We are getting down to the nitty gritty now. Just a few parts remain and this frame will be bare bones. I've got a feeling these linkage bearings are completely shot. When I spin this piece, it just sounds really rough and it's all notchy. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it sounds pretty bad. Alright, let's take it apart and see what's inside. So this bolt's actually stuck in here pretty good. Most of the time I don't need the help of a hammer to whack a bolt out, but on this one that's the case. Not a good sign. I had to do a lot of whacking to get this bolt out. Let's take a look what we got in this bearing. So far it looks pretty rusty. I'm guessing it's just going to be a pile of rust inside these bearings. This is what happens when you don't maintain your linkage, folks. Let's take a look at these other bearings, see if they were kept up on. These ones actually don't look too bad. Still got some grease in there and didn't just fall apart when I took the bushing out. So this bearing is actually in not too bad a shape. However, this bearing is completely shot. No saving that one. Alright, what I'm going to do with this linkage, well, normally I would toss it out. You know, something like this with a damaged bearing is just not worth saving and trying to sell it. But in this case, if one of you guys has an 02 to 03 or maybe it's 02 to 04 for the fitment on this linkage. So if one of you guys has that bike and you need a good rebuildable core for a linkage, let me know and I'll send this over to you. You know, send me like 10 bucks and I'll mail it out. The last couple of things to pull off for the day are the foot pegs and foot peg mounts. And I've got a chain roller right here, as well as the CDI box mount up front. Alright guys, we did it. Bike is all the way down to the frame. So in the next video on this bike, I'll be cleaning all these parts up and doing some work on these wheels as well. And then after that, it's onto the motor. Some of the parts for the motor are in this box. Can't really show you what's in there, but you guys are going to be blown away with how this motor is. So I've been needing to pick a winner for these handlebars. The giveaway I did last week, I think it was. So I'm gonna head over to the computer and find someone to send these handlebars off to. I'm over here on my Instagram page, and how I was giving away these handlebars was I posted this picture and I just had everyone comment bars. And so it looks like we had 576 of you comment bars. So I'm gonna go through, there's actually a lot of people that commented more than once. It's all right. I'm gonna load up all these comments, copy them to an Excel spreadsheet, and then pick a random number from 1 through, what was it, 576? And that should get me just a random winner. All right, I've got 1 through 576 loaded up here in the spreadsheet. Just gotta make sure they're all here. Yep, looks like we've got 576. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is head over to this random number generator, punch in 576, and this will generate just a complete random number. And I'll correlate that to the Excel spreadsheet. So I ended up with 530. So comment number 530 is gonna win, as long as you're in the US. All right, we got someone. 530, that is Cam Brynich. So I'm gonna send you a DM, get your shipping address, and send these handlebars over to you. Congrats, dude. Back over to these parts now. They are ready to go up on the website. So I'm gonna load them up in this box, bring them over to the studio, shoot some pics, and post them up for sale. Check this out, guys. Every single one of these parts is now available on revivemoto.com. So if you see anything you need, head over to the website. This is the home page right here. Scroll down and hit CRF450. And that'll take you to the page where all these parts are. We've got brake caliper, master cylinder, triple clamps, axle, radiator hoses. List goes on and on. I just want to give a big thank you to everyone that donated to the charity over the weekend for my birthday. So far we're at $755, which is just insane. I'm super stoked about it. So the page is still open, and let's keep it going. If we could hit $1,000, that would just be incredible. So this is the page right here, and let's take a look at who donated. So we've got Tony Williams and Angela Rout, good friends of mine. Thanks a bunch. Hoping I'm getting this right. Marvin Fequier, thanks man. Got my bro Dev Niemela, thanks dog, appreciate that. Anonymous, Adam Rolston, Jim McGovern, Kenneth Niemela, good buddy of mine. Scott Vining, Carol Fortel, Nick Childs, Dalen Wittenberg, another good friend of mine. Another anonymous, Lonnie Hestorfer, local kid, appreciate that man. Donovan Turner, Valet Zacharson, Dermont Keehan, Cad Warrior, Jacob DB971, Jake Anonymous, got another Carol Fortel, and Frederick Havstad. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and stay tuned for the next one coming out within a few days. I've got something really cool planned. Take care, everyone.